So Lee, can you make a video about some of the phrases that a lot of narcissistic people use to confuse you and gaslight you and make you feel like you're going crazy? Why, yes, I can. That's what today's video is going to be about, y'all. 11 different phrases that narcissistic people use to make you feel like you're losing your mind, to make you question your own reality, and to make you feel like you're off your rocker, right? If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back, my pretties. My pretties sound like the Wicked Witch on my pretties. Yeah, 11 different phrases that a narcissist or toxic person could use to make you feel like you're going crazy. Before I hop into this list, not everything y'all, these phrases can be used by other people. Not just using these phrases does not guarantee that somebody is a narcissist. Let me get that out the way early, because I know I'm going to get these comments. Well, Lee, I said that, but I say it because it is. You might not be a narcissist. It doesn't make you a narcissist. Now, if you hear these phrases from somebody else consistently, constantly, like, whoa, wait a minute, and you know the truth, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff matters. The truth matters in this instance right here. So this is something to just think about right here. There's something to think about. Something. Right. All right. The first phrase I got right here is, why are you with me? That's it right there. They'll use that phrase right there to make it seem like whatever they're doing is not as bad as you're making it out to be. Like that you are somehow, some way, shape, or form, that you are overreacting to whatever is going on. That you yourself, that you right here are overreacting, that you are losing your mind, that you have misunderstood or misrepresented whatever is going on, whatever the situation is saying right now. That you don't know what the hell you are talking about. That right there is truth. A lot of narcissists will use that phrase, why are you with me then, to justify their actions, to justify their behaviors, to justify why they are still treating you a certain type of way. If you're not happy here, why don't you just leave? Why are you still here? If it's so bad, why are you still here? That's what they'll say, right? Am I right? Yes, I am. Because you know it. You know that's what a lot of narcissists will say. Why are you still with me then? Why are you still here? If you unhappy, just get out of here. Just leave. You see? That's phrase number one. Why are you with me? The next one, and I have my list right here, y'all. I don't have my teleprompter up here. The next one is, I'm sorry you feel that way. Now, if that ain't one of the most invalidating phrases ever, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry you feel that way is not an apology. Y'all, come on. Come on. I'm sorry you feel that way is a blanket statement apology. It's not acknowledging anything. True, authentic apologies require specificity and at least an admission of what they did wrong. I'm sorry you feel that way is not that. That is not that. That is just invalidating how you feel. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. You cheated on me and I'm hurting. My heart is broken. My heart is shattered in a million pieces. I'm sorry you feel that way. What? What? What is that? You see what I'm saying? The next statement, the next phrase right here, I'm sorry I hurt you. It might be, I'm sorry I hurt you. It might be on par. It might be on that same level as I'm sorry you feel that way. Because I'm sorry I hurt you, again, is one of those blanket statement apologies. It doesn't mean anything. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry. Blah, blah. All that could be blanketed together. Right? All that could be put together. I'm sorry I hurt you could be, I'm sorry I hurt you by eating your Doritos that night and I knew you were hungry. It could be, I'm sorry I stepped on your toe when I was carrying the sofa into the house. I'm sorry I did this. It doesn't list what they have actually done wrong. Hence, it's not an apology. Hence, it's one of those statements that it can invalidate you, make you feel like you're losing your mind, make you feel like you're going crazy. I'm sorry you feel that way. Or I'm sorry I hurt you is one of those statements, one of those times that this can happen right here, y'all. So, next statement. Drum roll, please. That's not what happened. I didn't say more. That's not what happened is one of the most gaslighting statements, especially if it's not true. If you know the truth of what has happened, if you know the reality of what you've been through, what you've experienced, when somebody says that's not what happened, it makes you question your reality. You can feel like you're going crazy. You be like, wait, that is what happened. And then, no, you're misremembering. You don't know. You misremembering. You have a bad memory. Don't have ADHD or BPD or something like that when you're dealing with the narcissist. Don't be bipolar when you're dealing with a narcissist. They'll just blame that. That's not what happened. That's your ADHD making you forget. That's not what happened. That's your borderline personality disorder. That's your BPD traits. That's your ASPD. That's your bipolar. That's not the truth. That's not what happened. You misremember. You don't remember correctly. Let's trust my memory here. I don't have a diagnosable disorder. That's not what happened. It's another one of them, y'all. The next one. You're crazy. I know that seems super simplistic right there when I say it like that. You're crazy. Doesn't seem like it carries much oomph to it, but y'all know it does. When somebody calls you crazy, when you're simply stating the truth, when you're simply trying to express yourself, it can just enrage you to the point where you lose your damn mind. When somebody's calling you crazy, sometimes if they call you crazy enough, it can be conditioning you to feel like you are crazy. It can be conditioning you to make you feel like you are losing it. It can be conditioning you to make you feel like you are like off your rocker, like you have lost it, like you don't know what's actually going on. It can be conditioning you for a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different things to happen right here. It can be conditioning you. That's what goes on. So if somebody calls you crazy consistently, they could absolutely, positively be conditioning you to feel or act a certain type of way. The next one. I'll be prepping y'all for this. Is gonna piss y'all something. This is gonna piss y'all off right here. You made me do that. I know you made me do that. It's going to set a lot of people off because the narcissist or the toxic person or whoever you're dealing with is going to try to consistently blame you for what they have done to you. For what you've been through and what you've experienced, they're going to try to put it onto you. They're going to try to say, you made me do that. You make me act this way. You set me off. I've never been this way with anybody else. It's on you. It's your fault I act like this. It's your fault I behave like this. It's your fault. They'll try to this is one of the most blame deflective, gaslighting ass statements you can ever hear. You made me do that. You made me do this. You made me do that. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to try to put you through. They're going to try to mess with your mind in this instance right here. You made me do that. Like if somebody smacks you or somebody hits you and you're like, wait, what you hit me for? And they're like, well, you made me do that. What? I made you hit me? I made you ball your fist up and hit me with it? Well, if you wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't have did that. So it's your fault. You made me do that. That's one of the other statements right there, y'all. The next one. Buckle your seatbelts up right here, y'all. You never loved me. I know right there, got y'all right there, did it? You never loved me is one of the most effective gaslighting, guilt-tripping statements that you're ever going to hear from a narcissistic person. When you are fed up and when you are done, when you are finally wanting to walk away and protect your peace and to protect yourself and to just take the next steps in your healing growth journey, they're going to say some crazy ass stuff like this. You never loved me. To make you feel like you didn't give your all. You haven't forgiven them enough. Like the 15 chances that you have given them have not been enough. They need 16 chances. They need 20. Their last girlfriend gave them 25 chances and you're only gonna give me 3? Wow. My last boyfriend married me after I had an affair and slept with his brother and had a baby by his brother. He's helping me raise his nephew as his own. And you're gonna break up with me after the 10th time I cheated on you? Wow. You never loved me, did you? You see how insane that sounds right there? It's insane. It's insanity right there. How many got left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4. We got 4 left. Number 8. Yeah, number 8. We both made mistakes. We both made mistakes and you're not perfect. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Those all kind of go together. This is right here is they're trying to divvy up the accountability. They're trying to take the accountability pie and cut it up into equal slices and give everybody a piece, right? Give you a big piece. Sometimes they're going to give you a bigger piece than they got, right? It seems like this is one of them times it's going to seem like they're taking some type of accountability, but they're just putting it onto everybody else. They're trying to make you admit to doing something wrong. So if we both made mistakes, you're not perfect either. When they say that type of stuff and then you agree, say, yeah, I've said some bad stuff, I've done some bad stuff too, they got you. That's one of them bait statements right there. They're putting bait out there for you to eat, like a little empathetic little snapper, like a little snapper fish. Like you try to eat it on up, don't you? That's what happens in these situations right here. When you have a little narcissistic snapper fish, we're dealing with somebody with this personality type. They're going to make you feel like you're going crazy, and they're going to try to make you take some of the blame for whatever has happened. We both made mistakes. Yeah, I cheated on you, but remember when you ate my Doritos? I love Doritos, y'all. Y'all I keep bringing it up. You remember? Yeah, I cheated. But you remember you ate my snacks? You ate my ice cream? We both made mistakes. Insanity. Well, number 9, you're not perfect. I know I said this right here is when they're directly trying to blame you. I know I said, I'm not perfect. We both made mistakes. We're both not perfect. This right here, you're not perfect, is a direct blame statement right here. The previous one, I believe they sound the same. The previous one, they're divvying it up. This one, they're putting it onto you. You're not perfect. You're a horrible person. You're evil. This is the direct attack on you. The previous one was they were attacking you, but they were giving them, they were shooting at you, but they were getting the blowback. Right? They took some blowback. It's like they when you shoot a gun and the buck when it bucks back the kickback when it kicks back. I forgot what they call it. I forgot the terminology. But like boom, they takes a hit too. But right here they just put it onto you. You're not perfect either. You make mistakes. What about what you've done? This is when they start digging up your past and compare. This is when they go into compare and contrast mode right here, y'all. Number 10, I know I did 11, y'all. I was going to do like 12. But I was like, let me keep it an odd number, a weird number. It's going to look crazy on the thumbnail. It's going to look crazy on the thumbnail. Number 10, you know what you did. You know what you did wrong. This is one of the times when you're trying to figure out why they're mad at you, why they're not speaking to you, why they're giving you the silent treatment, why they yelled at you and screamed at you, why they're not giving you any type of a love and affection. They'll tell you, and you ask them, it's like, hey, why are you mad at me? And then they won't give you a direct answer. They'll just say, you know what you did wrong. Because sometimes, y'all, they be mad at stupid ass stuff, dumb ass stuff. So they don't really have a reason to be mad. So they're trying to get you to give them reasons to be mad. If they ever say that statement right there, you know what you did wrong, don't start listing things off of what you could have done wrong, because now they have you. Now they got you, because now they're going to say something that you might have done wrong, or you might have perceived to be wrong, and they get you right there. Don't ever, if you can, walk away from them right here. I'm not telling you to leave the relationship, but walk away from them. Enjoy the silent treatment. If they're gonna be a damn baby and say, you know what you did wrong, give them the silent treatment. Enjoy the silent treatment right there. The last but not least, this is about the tone right here, y'all. Why are you yelling? And you're not even yelling. Like when they're losing an argument, when you're trying to hold them accountable, they'll start focusing on your tone. Why are you yelling at me? What's with that tone? Why are you talking to me like that? Why are you talking down to me? They'll start to focus on your tone, because that's all they have. When they run out of everything else, they'll start to literally try to focus on your tone, because they're out of everything else. Their cup has run empty in this situation right here. So they're trying to focus on anything else. They're grasping at straws here. And then when they start grasping at straws, they run out of stuff right there, y'all. So why you yelling? They start focusing on your tone, and you don't have a tone, because then you'll say, I don't have a tone. I'm not yelling. Yes, you are. You see, you don't even know you're yelling at me. You see how that's deflective, and that can mess you up right there in your head. Not necessarily in your head, but how they can just get into your head right there and make you feel like you've done something wrong, start questioning yourself, and they can just flip the argument onto you. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for riding with me to the end. I know this video ran on longer than I normally like to have a run on. If I missed any statements that you hear from your narcissistic toxic partner, drop it in the comment section. Drop in the comment section. I might do a part 2 later on. I can't do them back to back nowadays, right? Hit the subscribe button if you haven't, y'all. Everything about me, my coaching, my courses, my video series about healing from narcissistic abuse, everything is available at mentalhealness.net. It's in the description of every podcast and every video I do. Thank you. I'm out. Peace. Before you leave, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It just helps us reach more people. Also, everything I have is available at mentalhealness.net. My coaching, my courses, I have a couple of courses that can help you understand and help you heal. And I also have a support group, all available at mentalhealness.net. Check my site out for everything, y'all, and I will see y'all later.